everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia Ray, and this is my channel, Most Mysterious. If you've never been here, if you've never been to my channel before, I cover unsolved disappearances, cold cases, and anything else I can find really to investigate. But the purpose of today's video really is to get the word out there on a cold case that I was sent by a family member slash viewer, was asked to look into this case and cover it here and get the word out. So please remain respectful and kind in the comments, and just know that this is my very first family member slash viewer request for this channel. I'm a little nervous, but you guys can let me know how I did down below. With my research and everything, I have been looking nonstop through articles and archives, and let's see what I found. Okay, so December 3rd, 2010, Nicole Glass and her roommate, Melissa Mason, are found viciously murdered in the home that they share near 40th Street and Thomas, and 11 years have passed with zero indication as to who did this to them. There have been zero clues in this case, zero suspects, and nobody has come forward in the years since then to give any more information that could help police now. December 3rd, 2010 was a seemingly normal day until a grim discovery is made. Around noon, a close friend of roommates Nicole Glass and Melissa Mason is attempting to contact them when Nicole doesn't show up at the gym as planned. Her friend goes to her home near 40th Street and Thomas in Phoenix, Arizona. According to the friend, who remains unnamed, both women's vehicles are in the driveway, but no answer at the front door. As she begins to poke around, a window in the backyard reveals a view of her friend's body facing the living room. Police are immediately called and a lengthy investigation begins. Upon forcing entry into the home, police find the bodies of 27-year-old Nicole Glass and 27-year-old Melissa Mason. Shocking findings from the medical examiner's office reveal both women's cause of death as strangulation, manner as homicide. Melissa Mason was also found to be 8 weeks pregnant, a secret she was waiting until Christmas to reveal to her family. A background look into both of the women's lives initially was not too concerning. Both women were 27, popular, beautiful bartenders working hard to accomplish their goals. Nicole was in college for communications, Melissa was newly pregnant with her boyfriend. Both of them were working together at a now-defunct club called Pantera Show Club. And their former manager calls them smart and sweet, stating that they did leave on good terms after they bartended there 3 and 4 years. Now bartending at Sweet Spot, the women had regular customers following them to these clubs. Everything seemed to be going good for the girls. Nicole purchases their home at 40th Street and Thomas around 2006, and their parents come over to change the home's locks. The women have every window secured with locks. Nicole even has her English bulldog as extra protection, and they honestly thought they were safe. So, around 2009, Nicole is busted for allegedly using her phone to purchase marijuana. Somehow, she has fallen in with the wrong crowd. Rumors begin to swirl when she is called as a defendant against a large criminal enterprise bust. Rumor has it Nicole was an informant. She is released on probation in early 2010, and further details regarding this incident are purely speculation. Some believe whatever Nicole knew about these criminals may have gotten her killed. Melissa had her own secrets, concealing her pregnancy from her family, but it was to be a Christmas surprise only to be revealed weeks later. Melissa and her boyfriend had just gone to a sonogram appointment the day before she is found murdered, and Melissa's boyfriend was also the last person to see both women alive, leaving the women's home around 8 p.m. December 2nd before they are found murdered on December 3rd. He is cooperative and ruled out as a suspect by polygraph examination. We're going to switch gear a little bit, and I'm going to go over some facts that we know in this case based on various resources that will be listed in the description box down below. So as investigators struggle to find more clues in this triple homicide, here are the facts that we do know in this case that haven't been listed quite as much as they need to be listed. So what we do know in this case is that both women sent text messages on their phones between 8 and 10 p.m. The medical examiner also places their time of death between 8 p.m. and midnight the same night that they allegedly send these text messages. The women are locked inside of the home, and the home is completely locked up. The only person left alive inside of the home is actually Nicole's pet dog, and he's badly beaten and he's barely alive. He actually has to be taken to an emergency vet to be nursed back to health over the course of a while.
Neighbors are tight-lipped about the night of the murders. Nobody saw or heard anything. Neighbors will only say that fancy cars would often come and go from the home, but there was never any loud noise or parties or anything else noteworthy about the home. Nicole was known to have several roommates prior to Melissa, but apparently those all ended on good terms. Both women were strangled, which does take time. Nicole was strong and regularly at the gym, so who could have overpowered both women? Could it have been multiple people? There aren't any updates on the women's boyfriends in the years since the murders, and they do not attend the candlelight vigils hosted by the families. Robbery is not ruled out as a motive, as well as the women were saving money to save the home from foreclosure. Somebody from work is also a theory. Someone could have followed them home, could have attended a party at their home, could have been a former client. Somebody trying to silence Nicole's criminal case and testimony, however, nobody else regarding this case was harmed. And there was no domestic violence towards Melissa or her child, so we just don't know.
They also don't mention if anyone could have possibly gotten in through the garage. We do know that Nicole had previous roommates, so maybe someone still had a garage key, and that's possibly how they got in. However, that's just a theory of mine, and I haven't heard that anywhere else. Just mentioning it because I haven't heard it listed anywhere at all. So in the aftermath of these murders, Nicole's home is sold, and the families do come together over time and with the help of silent witness to put up billboards and host candlelight vigils, requesting information from the public on these tragic murders. Ultimately, the murder that night would become a cold case today. There have been absolutely no leads in this case, and I'm not sure why this case hasn't been solved. I'm not sure who would want to harm Melissa, Nicole, and baby May. And I do believe that they were probably acting strange in the weeks leading up to this event, and definitely acting strange in the weeks after this event occurred. No clue is too small, and if you have any information regarding this case, there is a $10,000 reward as of January 2022. Thanks for watching this special episode of Most Mysterious, and I hope to see you back next week.